Hey guys, and we're back. So I got some new cards. I did not know they was this big. I feel like nobody else's is this big that I see have these, or maybe they just don't look this big on camera. We got Back Off Voodoo. The past returns for a time. Three witchy sisters. They trying to have something return back from the past, but it's Back Off Voodoo. Aloha healing from heartbreak. Signs are there already. So I don't know how we finna shuffle these, but we finna see. Natural world needs you. Back Off Voodoo. The natural world needs me because I got ancient wisdom. That's why these people gotta back off. The signs are already with you. Ancient wisdom, Back Off Voodoo. You see clearly, clairvoyance. Winged seer, Back Off Voodoo. Oh wait, heavy on the, let's take that out. Heavy on the Back Off Voodoo. Shallow grave. You miss someone. They want me to think that I miss somebody. Powerful personal growth, so that I don't have no powerful personal growth. An important end for a new beginning. So we got ancient wisdom. You're seeing clearly, clairvoyance, Back Off Voodoo, powerful personal growth. And this says an important end for a new beginning. Okay. The star. Somebody was juggling the star, or they wanted me to juggle something. An emperor was juggling a star. He was celebrating, collaborating. A high priestess against the high priestess and covered it up. A knight of cups. He covered up why I moved on to calmer waters. The wheel has turned on this King of Cups. So, ancient wisdom. And these people betrayed me. Nine of Swords, betrayal, deception. Somebody is disappointed. They abandoning something, withdrawing. They trying to escape, walking away and leaving behind. Or that's why I left these people behind. Because I know they betrayed me. The winged seer. Because I'm clairvoyant. I see clearly. Page of Cups. That's why I got this creative opportunity with my intuitive messages. Things I have unlimited possibilities. Happy surprise dreamer. Queen of Swords. And that's why I'm speaking straight facts. Because these people, I'm clairvoyant. That's how I know. That's how I get these intuitive messages. That's why I'm speaking straight facts. Somebody wanted me in a self-imposed imprisonment and I'm getting justice. I'm getting good luck, karma. A cycle is over. It's the inevitable fate for these people that collaborated. That was in competition with me. And Ace of Swords, that's the facts. Shit's done been illuminated about a Queen of Wands that was giving and receiving to people to Ten of Swords me. Voodoo, Back Off Voodoo. With people from my past memories, childhood memories. Somebody wanted me to live in the past. That's the Back Off Voodoo. They wanted me to live in the past. Didn't want me to forgive people, lack playfulness. They didn't want me to move forward. They didn't want me to leave home. They didn't want me to be independent. And it's Back Off Voodoo. Somebody going to jail. Something is progressing forward, or I'm still progressing forward because of my determination and my willpower and my limitless potential. Somebody didn't see that about me. This emperor, he didn't see my strength. Now it's communication on something that why I left something behind, or somebody leaving something behind. Something is over. It's a death to something. Somebody tried to take me out and they experiencing delays. A Queen of Pentacles, they tried to put me in a tower because of an Ace of Cups. A Ten of Cups. And a Knight of Wands is under judgment. This family and a Knight of Wands is under judgment. Maybe that's who's going to jail. Thanks to my powerful personal growth, they're going to jail. These people wish they never collaborated. Now there's disharmony, misalignment. Somebody working alone. It's a lack of teamwork. These people was disorganized and experiencing group conflict. because regardless of them betraying me and being deceptive, I still have powerful personal growth. An important end, this Two of Cups is disharmony with some type of partnership, or they wanted me to have disharmony and not be in alignment. They wanted me to be disorganized when it came to a Two of Cups, but I stayed persistent. I put up boundaries to these people that was trying to cause me conflict. These people that was in competition with me, they didn't want me to see that somebody was the devil, but I'm the star, and this person was in competition with me. This fool. Somebody took a leap of faith, and that's why I'm getting a new beginning. This King of Pentacles is in the reverse. A Knight of Wands spun an illusion about a financial opportunity, and it left all these people in the Five of Pentacles experiencing financial loss. While I reap the benefits of my labor, fruits of my labor, it got these people in the Nine of Swords. Anxiety, depressed, and worried. Because something's been illuminated about a Two of Cups that somebody moved on from. And why somebody is in the Nine of Swords. This Emperor. He the Fool. An important end for a new beginning. Somebody was holding on too tight. Saving money. They looking for security. Somebody want to have a conversation about scarcity, control. An important ending for a new beginning. So we got, because of my ancient wisdom, these people betrayed me. They was being deceptive. I see clearly because I'm clairvoyant. That's how I get these intuitive messages. It's back off voodoo, because these people wanted me to live in the past. They didn't want me to move forward. They didn't want me to be independent. And I still have powerful personal growth. Now it's disharmony amongst this collaboration, this group, because it's an important end to a new beginning. An important end for a new beginning. And somebody was trying to hold on to something so too tight. Four of Pentacles. And I'm getting justice. Somebody made a difficult decision. I did, and that's why I get this wish come true. A Knight of Swords is finding out that I'm an Earth Angel and that I'm the Nine of Pentacles, that I am financially independent. I'm reaping the rewards, the fruits of my labor. And because I was diligent, I got high standards, skill development. Somebody was doing something repetitively, and now they exhausted. Coming for the Empress. A Knight of Swords. Got to surrender. He got to let something go. He tried to sacrifice me. As his way into this collaboration, they was all celebrating. A Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. That was being deceptive and manipulative when it came to an Ace of Cups. Now this person is in the Tower because I'm the Queen of Pentacles. And they wanted me to lack motivation. Now they experiencing delays because I'm still planning, progressing, and making decisions. And it got somebody in regret about my Four of Wands, about my home, a marriage, celebration, the fact that I got harmony. It's a death to something. Somebody is about to transition. They got to leave something behind. Oh, being in competition with the star. Trying to make me a devil. All right, let's see. Let's dig into it. A role model. Rich girl, role model. Somebody is doing some dirt digging and they finding out that somebody was doing chaos magic. That they was projecting on the role model. A copycat. And they in guilt, remorse, and regret. All right, one more show. That something was an illusion. That somebody covered something up. They concealed something. That I had ancient wisdom. That's why they was betraying me. That's why they was doing this candle magic. Ancient wisdom. And somebody was jealous and envious. That's why they betrayed me, because of my ancient wisdom. So they betrayed me. They was jealous and envious of my gifts, of my abilities. A sibling. Of course. A Leo. Other woman, other man, third party, third wheel. And somebody is confused. How I'm still leveling up. maybe they thought I was into third parties. Maybe they thought I was somebody other man. Either way, I'm leveling up and they got legal issues. I show gratitude and somebody is not happy. This person betrayed me. 7 of Swords. They was deceptive. They thought they was going to get away with something. Acting strategically. Being tricky. They thought that was going to be the way to be successful. With taking me out. A narcissist. That I was never infatuated with. My spirit team is on that ass because he was jealous and envious. And that's shocking. He's shocked that he ain't getting the money of an earth angel. Because I'm too high vibing. This magical motherfucker. Because he came for the beta. He see that I'm single, sexy, and successful. Even after they betrayed me, this divine masculine. He was invested in bringing me endings. And it's giving no. I'm still achieving my goals. I wasn't supposed to know that he was karmic when he traveled for a Virgo. What's up with this divine masculine that betrayed me because he was jealous and envious of my ancient knowledge, of my gifts. He was jealous and envious of my divinity and the fact that I was an empress and a leader. Who this mature woman? An intellectual thief. So he decided to work with a mama, a auntie, a sister, a cool guy. Now these people was being investigated. What's the divinity? This divine masculine is finding out that I'm a divine being and that this mature woman just wanted my intellectual properties, my gifts. That's what they was lusting after. Something is false. Or they said that I was a lust monkey. I'm divine and I got gifts. Somebody was lusting. They said I was a lust monkey and that was false information. This mama. Who this mama? A part of this coven. This secret society. This devil worshiping ass family. They trying to get me to take a love offer from this guy so that they can get something out the courthouse. It was all a setup. I was never on drugs or addicted to somebody. It's game over to this weird ass competition with some leader or because I'm a leader. Okay, that's enough. Something was false information that I was somebody's other woman or that I was a part of a third party, a throuple, or that I would allow somebody to cheat on me. I'm too genuine and authentic to be with a big fat fake phony. How I'm going to be the only real one in a relationship. How I'm telling the truth and you lying. Yeah, that was a projection. These people was just in the background doing fraud. I was never somebody's other woman. That's why they can't cause me destruction. You see clearly, clairvoyance. Somebody didn't move on. They won't move on. They study doing too much. That's how I know somebody, oh, they wasn't expecting for me to move on. They did too much, trying to block my access, and it's a no. Moving on in the reverse. They wasn't expecting for me to move on because they thought they had glamored themselves. Now they in sorrow because they did too much. They did too much for a new beginning. What's this child? They did too much for a new beginning or to a child and they still couldn't bring endings. I'm still achieving my goal. Somebody was invested in saying that I was a lust monkey. And here I am not in danger. What's the child? Real love, divine being. They tried to bring an ending to my real love. A divine being, to my new beginning. What's the child? In the distant future. The child is going to experience no endings in the distant future. Somebody not protected. What's in the distant future? Somebody not an earth angel. I'm getting a new beginning. Somebody couldn't bring me endings. They going through destruction. They didn't know I was an earth angel. They didn't know how independent, intelligent, and fearless and strong I was. What's the glamour spells and the ugly spells? An emotional manipulator. He wasn't expecting for me to move on from him because he had glamored himself to make him look like he was a rich guy, like he was a divine masculine, like he was somebody, and I still seen through that shit because I see clearly. I'm clairvoyant, Page of Cups, creative opportunities, intuitive messages, and they heartbroken. He heartbroken at the fact that he can't lie to me. He in despair that he wasn't able to attach something to me. He in despair at the fact that I'm not sick. This impersonator, because he can't steal. That's why he mad, because he can't steal. He ain't getting no transformation. He wasn't expecting for me to go through one. He finding out that I'm a divine feminine, or somebody is, and they not surprised. Earth angel in the reverse. Healer. He didn't know I was an earth angel. Now he finding out that I'm a healer and that I'm unbothered with that raggedy ass. You old dirty dog. That's why his stability in the reverse. Or I was unbothered about a house. What's this house? Somebody, I was never sending somebody to evil eye. I'm unbothered. They stability in the reverse because they came for me and I didn't come for them. I was never evil eyeing this not so nice guy. Nice guy in the reverse. Not his stability in the reverse. He wish he never invested. He getting a message of concern and he mad. What's the message of concern? I got him hot. He can't block me. My access not blocked. It's because who got my back? Because God wouldn't allow it. That's what he getting the message of concern. Remember, we just seen he didn't know that I was an earth angel. That's why it's back off voodoo. He did too much and it's all over the intranet. How these people wanted me isolated, abandoned, and alone. Now they isolating themselves because people got questions that they don't want to answer. They just want people to leave them alone. Because people got questions, like I said. I thought you said she was karmic. I thought you said she was a lust monkey. They asking him. I thought you said she was promiscuous. I thought she sold her ass for money. I thought she did drugs. And they can't run. This rich guy can't run. Because people see me as an angel and a spirit guide because of the messages, the intuitive messages that I give on the intranet. That's why it's back off voodoo. When it comes to this cool guy, he got to back the fuck off. Because I'm not sick. He wasn't able to make me sick. And somebody covered that up. To the courts. Or they got legal issues because they can't get me back in a relationship. That's why. They got legal issues because they can't get me back in a relationship to make me sick. What this is? 6 of Cups in the reverse. They wanted me to be living in the past. Ancestors? What's the ancestors got to say? Ancestors said I'm too high vibing to be stuck in the past. Fuck you thought this was. Hello. They said I'm too high vibing to be stuck in the past. They communicate. My ancestors communicating through divination. This my ancestors talking to y'all through me. Well, they talking to me too, but they talking to y'all. Okay, so I can tell y'all what it is. What the ancestors is communicating. What they telling me through divination. What they telling me through divination. Have faith. Believe in God. Period. Divine feminine. They didn't want me to reach my pathway. They didn't want me to reach my destiny. They didn't want me to have peace. They didn't want me to get to my star, to my fate. They didn't want me to have what was destined for me. They wanted me to be scared. What's the faith? Ancestors got faith in the divine feminine. A backwards ass Cancer. Backwards ass Capricorn. A backwards ass Cancer said that I was a backwards ass Capricorn. Knowing damn well I wasn't in the third parties. She said I was pessimistic and fatalistic. This Cancer is changeable, moody, over emotional, touchy, clingy, and a warrior and unable to let go. She had a backwards ass Cancer, had faith that I would be a lust monkey and that I would be in the third party. And now she finding out that I ain't getting no karma and that's to be trusted. What's the pathway in the reverse? And they mad. They mad. What's the Capricorn in the reverse? Twin flame. This Cancer told this backwards ass twin flame that I was backwards. Twin flame. And that he would be able to trap me if he worked with this Aries, and it's a no. Or that I would be in jail if they did this energy work with this Aries. So this Cancer recruited this twin flame. He already knew this Aries. I don't know how these people knew each other. Who this backwards ass Cancer? What this backwards ass Cancer was up to? Covered up something. Something was an illusion. What this Cancer covered up? She knew, like I said, I wasn't into third party. She covered up that I wasn't a Jezebel. Why they mad that this pathway is in the reverse? Right now. Somebody is mad right now. Why they mad right now? Because I'm not gay. I'm cracking the fuck up. What's the pathway in the reverse? They can't run. Somebody is confused about some fortune. They can't run away and escape and avoid what they did. Why the pathway in the reverse? They wish they never came wish they never came my way with this community for this money. They mad as fuck that I'm not gay. Why they mad that I'm not gay? Because they want me to love them. What the hell? Oh, this him and his wife. They both want me. Exactly. Him and his wife, they both want me. And it's a no for me. I'm not into third parties and I'm not into girls, okay? So the wife mad that I won't be with him because he won't get rid of her. And then she mad because she trying to suck up off my energy too. Remember, he was supposed to blow her up. And it's a no. So she mad at him because he can't get back in my energy. And he mad that he did all this bullshit, listening to all these backwards ass people. And I still had this powerful personal growth. Somebody was doing glamour spells so that I wouldn't see that they was a narcissist. Powerful personal growth. Somebody wasn't able to control me. I'm still growing. And they covered that up. About a gift. They covered something up about the gifts of a divine feminine. That I was extraterrestrial and that I would always win. And that I wouldn't be obsessed with this person if they left me alone. It got them sick. Somebody's sick. An intellectual thief because they did death magic. This Scorpio. They covered up that they wouldn't be able to control me and that I would still grow. This charlatan. They didn't tell him that I was a boss. That I was a beta. Three of Pentacles in reverse. This person traveled. And that is a disharmony because these people lied to him. Travel. In order to help them achieve this goal. He was supposed to achieve something by getting me in the third party. And somebody is shocked. Something is unexpected that their money is fucked up from collaborating with these copycats. They was all invested in saying that I was a lust monkey. And here I am not in danger and not infatuated with somebody. Not attracted to somebody. Because I'm minding my own business. Worried about me like these people should be doing. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. They ain't talking shit no more. They didn't know somebody was lying. They didn't know I had gifts. They didn't know that I would win. They didn't know that I was extraterrestrial. They didn't know that I was divine. Gossip, trash talk, lies in the reverse, a devil. They ain't know somebody was lying or they ain't talking shit no more. This person betrayed me and that's to be trusted. They didn't know that they was lying. What's the third party? Can't trap me in no third party. Achievement. This karmic masculine, I don't want to be karmic no more. He worked with these parents. Karmic masculine in the reverse. I wasn't supposed to know he was karmic. I was supposed to think he was a rich guy. And there's no confusion. I wasn't supposed to be confused. He finding out that I was never under an illusion. A Virgo. Who is Virgo? A Virgo is finding out that I'm not sick. That's why nothing changed. They finding out I'm a beta and that somebody else is the witchy sister. What's up with these parents? People wish they never invested in them. These parents didn't want me to invest in myself. They didn't want me to have access. Somebody don't got no access. This old dirty bastard don't got no access to me. He wasn't able to abuse the divine being. These parents, they worked with this Ice King. This not so nice guy, this shapeshifter, this rich guy who I was supposed to think he was a rich guy. I was supposed to be infatuated with him, and it's a no. Okay, we back. This person was invested in doing candle magic. Now he wish he never invested. He was just worried about this level up, gaining this profit. So now we got an important end for a new beginning. Things is changing. Somebody is trying to adjust because I adapted. Somebody is holding on too tight. An important end and a new beginning because I'm still successful. Let me turn this a little bit. Okay. An important end. Damn. Then there's no confusion that things is changing. What's the change? Damn. Things is changing. And somebody is heartbroken. Hold on. Cracking up. This one fell on the floor. This backwards ass Aries and this twin flame that we just seen that they work together. This sister worked with the Cancer that worked with the twin flame. They all are heartbroken and in despair because things is changing. Somebody got an entity attachment. They digging dirt and they finding out that I healed. They didn't know that I was an earth angel, a Virgo. a divine masculine. They finding out this divine masculine was just projecting. I'm not crazy. I never snapped. I was never unhinged. It was an illusion. He lied. He did too much lying, saying that I was his other woman. Whole time it was this Leo. Or the other man, woman was this Leo. They was committed to trying to block me. The other parent, the Sagittarius, this backwards ass Sagittarius, they all wanted me to take this love offer to block me. They wanted me to have a lust attachment because they was in the background doing this fraud. 4 of Pentacles. And I chose to love myself. I got control over something, over myself, because I love myself, and somebody is jealous and envious about my intuition. We seen that in the first card. So they did rituals. That's why they betrayed me, because of my ancient wisdom. They did rituals on my intuition so that I wouldn't know that this person was a devil. Remember, we seen that earlier. And that's to be trusted. 4 of Pentacles. Somebody is stalking. Invading my privacy. What they stalking for? Surveillancing me, spying, and it got them going crazy. This priest, this person that traveled, he losing it. He the one going crazy. He the one stalking. He the one won't leave me alone. Who the rich girl? A rich girl is jealous and envious. Why this rich girl jealous and envious? Because I'm not sick. I'm cracking up. Why this rich girl? Who this rich girl? She jealous and envious because I'm not sick. She couldn't block my access. She couldn't block the access of an angel, of a spirit guide, because I'm of high honor. This person was corrupt. They was bribing people to emotionally manipulate me. Somebody that admire me can't move on from an angel. They was working with these parents. Who this rich girl? A Taurus. A Taurus lied and said I was crazy, and they lied. Who this Taurus? This can either be a mama or a friend or a grandma. Whoever this Taurus is, they mad. Why they mad? They mad because somebody left them behind. A Gemini. Because they admire somebody. The Taurus is leaving behind. Or I left this person behind and they mad. A Taurus is mad because I left somebody. A Gemini wanted me to be enamored with an emotional manipulator. Who this Gemini? Couldn't get somebody to leave me or abandon me or desert me. She shouldn't have never trusted that. Shouldn't have never trusted that somebody would leave me if she did divination. So this, remember the other day it had came out that somebody got a reading done and the person, it's not their occupation to be given readings, and they lied to this person. I'm not a Jezebel. What's this Gemini? The voodoo is returning back to her. That divination is returning back. The mind games, them confusion spells. Because I was never on drugs. I was never addicted to something. It's an ending to this weird ass competition. Her not wanting me to go through a rebirth so that she can be seen as some type of leader and get some type of level up and be looked at as the role model. Shouldn't have never trusted what? Some divination that she did. The voodoo is returning back. Because I'm too high vibing, too genuine and authentic. Who this rich girl over here? This rich girl and this Gemini the same person? This rich girl is not protected from the spell work that she did. That's why it's returning back to that ass. Her and this Virgo. Or because she overcritical and harsh, fushy and a warrior. So this, they all collaborated to hold on to something. A new beginning. They was holding on to a new beginning. Somebody should have loved themselves. Instead, they decide to stalk. Now they losing it. This rich girl, she jealous and envious that I'm not sick and that my access not blocked and that I'm really of high honor. This Gemini and this rich girl is the same person. This the pick-me asshole. What's up with this twin flame and this backwards ass Aries over here? They fighting. These two, that team worked up, my sister and this crazy stalker ex, they fighting. Why they fighting? Because she didn't tell him that I was a divine feminine. This family didn't tell him that I was divine before he took the job. Because then he would have knew that he wouldn't have been able to achieve this. And that he would be the one going through destruction. He didn't know that I would move on. He wasn't expecting for me to move on. He can't move on from the death magic that he did. The lies that he told, the death that he spoke over my life. Because I show too much gratitude. These people was heartbroken that things is changing. 4 of Pentacles. Travel. 4 of Pentacles. Somebody didn't care or don't care. What's the concern in reverse? Somebody was just hoping and wishing and praying that I did, and that's shocking. They knew I wouldn't care. Concern in the reverse. These devils. And now my spirit team is on that ass, rocking this shit. Light team, spirit guides, him, this old dirty bastard. They rocking his shit. That's why he mad. Because he losing everything for coming for they baby. Exactly. Like I said, if they would have told him who I was, then he wouldn't have never signed up for this bullshit. Because his magical ass knew what would have happened if he came for an earth angel. They told him that I was backwards, that I was a lust monkey. And to not be nice to me, and to be cold to me, and treat me like an option, and don't value her, and stalk her. He's somebody stalking, finding out that I love myself and that my access not blocked. After they did candle magic to get this money. They finding out that I love myself because I'm an earth angel. That's why I get the money. That's why the money was left to me. Where the money reside, for the money reside. Where the money, that's why I get the money in the union, because of who I am. I'm not sick. Or somebody was supposed to get money from being in a union with me to make me sick. And it's a no, I'm not sick. And this person is not protected. They wasn't expecting for me to put up boundaries. They wasn't expecting for their finances to be blocked from trying to block mine. Well, well, well. Oh, what a tangled web we weave.